everybody, what's up? This is Date Fails. I'm Kate Quigley. We are All Things Comedy in beautiful Burbank, California. It's hot today. It's so hot out, right?
I love it.
I love it too. It's like 85, 87 degrees and
It's like
sunny.
living in LA.
I know. This is how it's supposed to
I
be.
think this is it. This is what they talk about.
I know. It's been raining so much. And every time it rains, I think we should get a discount on rent. Because I feel like you're paying for this weather. And then when the weather sucks, I get kind of irritated. I'm like, I could be living anywhere and have this weather.
Agreed.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to waste any time today before introducing my guests because I can't, because my co-host Tony Baker couldn't be here today. So I'm going to hop right to it. I'm so excited to have you guys, though. So I did your podcast. What was it? 2 weeks ago?
Was that 2 weeks already?
2 weeks, yeah.
Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen you all.
Right?
Well, I did their podcast. These guys have an awesome podcast called Action Junkies. You have to check out. It's spelled junkies, though, Junkeez. Is that correct? Yeah, so it's spelled super fun. But I got, first of all, John Orlando, who I asked him how he wanted me to introduce him, and he said, my guess is as good as his. I feel like you're not a stand-up, but you're funny as fuck. You're like a comedic person.
Yeah, I'm funny in a room. I'm funny at the dinner table, and that's where it ends. I tried it on stage. Doesn't work on stage. It's not funny on stage.
I don't believe you. You're so funny.
I'm going to dig up tape.
Really? You have I want to see tape of you doing stand-up.
Here's how long ago it was, Kate. It's VHS.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding you.
The last time you did stand-up. You actually still have it on VHS?
Sadly.
How do you even play that? Do you have a VCR?
I don't. There's no reason to play it.
I kind of think everyone should. It would be cool to have a VCR still, just so you could occasionally play old, like, porn on VHS.
Right? Remember scrambled porn? You had to fuck with the tracking. Does Jake even know? Do you even know about that?
I do know.
I don't. I don't know anything about that.
Nothing.
All right. Well, and John, you have a very well-known father. Not well-known to me, apparently.
Right.
Because when I met John, everybody was like, do you know his dad, Tony Orlando? He's like this really famous singer. And I didn't know.
Yeah, you got to ask your grandma. Your
Yeah.
grandma knows.
Or you can just hang out with John and he'll play it for you in your ear eventually, because that's what you did to me. You started just playing his
Especially
songs.
at a poker table.
It was at a poker table.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got a funny story about that really quick. So
Tell it.
John and I were friends, I don't know, maybe 6 months. And my mom, funny enough, my mom and some of her friends were like, they made fun of me because I didn't know who his dad was. They're like, you don't know Tony? Or like that was the joke. And I was like, well, no, John's a good friend of mine, but should I know him? And they're like, well, no, he was big in the 70s. And like, well, I wasn't even born yet, so how would I know?
Right. Like, how are you going to know? I'm going to have to find some Tony. I keep saying Tony. I haven't had an Adderall today, so it might be a little slower than usual. Tony Orlando music to play on here. But anyway, John Orlando. And you're very handsome. For the viewers that can't see, he's very tall, striking man.
Wow. Wait, have you been drinking in the daytime? What's
Nope,
going on here?
dead sober. I'm dead
What's going on
sober.
here?
I
Wow,
know.
that's
I know.
incredible. Thank
And
you.
and I didn't even introduce Jake, who is a fabulous guest. We also just met a few weeks ago, but
Right.
Jake is a UFC fighter. He's also very hot, and
thank you.
And you're welcome. And also really cool. We've gotten to hang out now a couple times, and you're cool as fuck. You're very down to earth. You don't seem like a guy that's gonna
Midwest.
beat someone up. That's why, because you're from where'd you say, Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Yeah, he's from Nebraska. And you have a fight coming up when?
I do April 22nd.
So soon.
I know. It's exciting.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Do you?
It's training. It's funny because when you're training, it's just kind of like, it doesn't mean as much until you have something scheduled, something to look forward to, and you're like, it's on. So it's exciting. I've been ready. It's just kind of fine tuning now.
I'm laughing because I get that way about sex. Like if I know there's a specific date that I know I'm gonna fuck on, I'm not kidding. Then I start doing extra workouts and watching my diet more for the days leading up to that. Like I'm training for the sex. I think a lot of girls do that. Like I won't eat that day if I know for sure, like I'm definitely getting laid that night. I won't eat that day after like lunchtime.
So just out of curiosity, have you had anything to eat today?
Just questions.
Yes, I have eaten today. I'm sorry to break it to
No
you.
game scheduled. Okay.
No game scheduled tonight. Nothing
right.
scheduled. But that's crazy. So how long you train like all the time though, right? I mean, are you just training all year?
Well, I mean, most of the year, yeah, but it's kind of just goes in waves, like when you need some time off, you think you need a break like physically, but I would say more mentally than anything. Like once you need to take a break and get away and kind of like reset, at least a few weeks. Everybody's different, like I said, but yeah, I need a couple weeks to kind of regroup and reset. But,
like after a fight, you mean?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
right.
sure. I would think you would take a celebratory bit of time off, right? Because you guys are like, what about right leading up to the fight? I mean, how much training? Like, how many hours a day are you training?
Well, training is maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Damn.
But there's a lot that goes into it because there's a lot of like strategy, game planning, there's a lot of preparation.
Do you have meetings in like a locker room where you draw things on a board like they do in football?
We do.
I knew it.
We do. No, I mean, not necessarily in a locker room, but like, yeah, we'll get all the coaches together. We'll watch film. We'll see tendencies, kind of prepare that way.
You watch a lot of the tape of the person you're fighting to see like what they do?
Yeah, more early on, like right now, and then kind of put it away.
And then you don't.
Mm-hmm. Do you do the same with when you're going to be fucking? You watch a lot of tape?
Ironically, I have.
Get a game plan together, get a strategy.
You know what's so funny about that is people that listen to this show know that I dated a porn actor for a while, and it ruined porn for me completely because now I can't watch porn because sometimes I come across him. And, it's
Literally.
like, yeah, and it's like the last thing I want to see, like when I'm trying to get in the mood to get off, is come across your ex fucking someone else. Like no one can relate to me at all. But now I can't watch porn.
Porn's
it's
ruined.
over. So I have, and I also have done research, because right after the AVN Awards, there's an influx of porn guys to my DMs, like all the porn guys. And so at the time I was like really single and I was like, maybe I'll give one of these guys a shot. So I started watching all their work to see like which one of these guys do I want to give a chance to? Because you can only have one. You know what I mean? I feel you can only hook up with one porn actor before then you become the girl that fucks porn actors.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had to choose one.
Then you're like the girl that's given the milk for free.
I don't think guys have that stigma. Like, I think you can hook up with as many porn actors as you want.
100%.
How many have you hooked up with, John?
A handful.
Have you really?
Yeah.
How do you meet them?
How did I meet them? It's weird. I met one in traffic once.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean in traffic?
When I was 20, I met one in traffic. I was driving up Mulholland, like from the valley side.
Yeah.
Right. So we go up, and she was right next to me, in a blue like Nissan 240. Back in the day, I remember.
Oh, that's like the Z car, right? Like the little sporty race car. Okay.
Yeah. And so we go up and over the canyon. So now we're at Sunset. We both make a left, and we're on Sunset, like neck and neck, going through like near the Beverly Hills Hotel, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Finally, I get the courage to roll down, and I was home from spring break, so I'm in my mom's like turbo diesel Mercedes that sounds like a fucking big truck.
Yeah.
And she rolls down her window, and I go to roll down mine, and my normal car that I had day to day was a Toyota, and the window was on my left to roll down the window. So when she rolls down her window, I go to roll down my window, and on the Mercedes, it's in the middle.
Hilarious.
So clearly looks like I'm in fucking mom's car now, whatever. So
At least it was power windows. I thought you were going to say you had to roll
crank.
down.
It wasn't a crank. Yeah. So I roll the window down. We start talking. She asked me for directions, and then that turned into lunch at Hamburger Hamlet. Remember Hamburger Hamlet used to be on Sunset, where now it's a Sushi Roku. Like across from Boa.
Wow.
Right? And so we end up over there, and I was so young and like innocent, nothing like I am now. And
right.
So I was just like, oh, this girl's so hot. She looked like Raquel Welch. Like she was like smoking hot. Her porn name was Tori Wells. Like from back in the, you'd have to.
I have to Google her.
From the night, smoking hot from back in the day.
From the 90s porn.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, where like still it was like a landing strip porn. Back then,
well, that's coming back, I think.
Is it?
I
no,
think so.
Don't let that come back.
I
You're
don't.
not.
God, no, I'm
Do not
lasered.
bring that back.
I'm lasered.
Okay.
I'm hair free.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want a landing strip, do you?
No.
Chick? Yeah.
Some guys are into hair. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I think it's weird and gross.
That.
I don't
You
like
can't do
hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to.
Yeah. So we go to lunch. So we sit down, and when we both parked on the street, her it's a hatchback. Her car, it looked like her whole world is in the trunk of the car. You know. So I'm like, what? Your car's like packed. Like, what are you doing? She says, oh, I just broke up with my husband. I'm getting a divorce. And
Wow.
I'm just now literally just moving out today, and that's all the rest of my stuff. I'm like, oh wow. So we go and we sit down. We're in the restaurant, and so we're like going through like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm in UNLV in Vegas. I'm here on spring break, whatever. I was leaving that night, literally that night.
You were
supposed to
leaving.
leave. Yeah. So now it's like 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm leaving at like 8. And this is like 1990. No cell phones, no nothing.
Do you know yet that this girl does porn?
No.
Okay, at this
So
point,
this is
all
how
you know
naive
is
I am,
got
Kate.
it.
So she said. So I said, well, what do you do? There she is. You're
Oh,
looking at the picture right
thanks,
now. That's
Aaron.
a
My
terrible
producer,
photo,
Aaron,
though.
just
That's
showed us
so
a
bad.
photo.
Oh, that's
She
not
looks
bad.
a little
There's more?
like a dude in this photo. Oh, there's more. I can scroll through. Oh, that's a hot one. Look at that.
The rack was
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
Yeah, that's no good.
She's,
Come on,
if
get a
that's no
good one.
good. Oh, there's her now. This is kind of great, guys, for people at home. She kind of looks like... She kind of has a little bit of a Cindy Crawford vibe with
kinda
like curly hair.
If like Cindy Crawford fucked Raquel Welch.
Yeah,
You'd
she's
have
pretty.
Tori Wells.
She's cute. Okay, all right.
So
Thanks, Aaron.
I say, so what do you do? And she says, oh, well, I'm an actress. And I said, oh yeah, have you been in anything that I've seen? And she said, no, you haven't seen any of my movies. And I'm like,
Ray didn't put it together.
I didn't put it together. I'm like, I see everything. Like, try me. Like what were you in? She goes, well, mostly like adult stuff. I still don't get it. I'm like terms of endearment, like Golden Pond. Like, what do you mean? And she's
On
like,
Golden
no,
Pond.
like adult stuff that you'd shoot in Vegas. And I'm like, I don't get it.
Casino?
And then finally, she's like, porn. And I'm like,
had to
shut the
spell
fuck
it
up.
out.
Yeah. So I didn't even believe her. So she gets up, she goes to the bathroom, and I'm thinking like, this is the greatest day of my life. Like, right? Like porn star? Like, come on, how does this happen? Like you read about this in magazines. This is bullshit.
And you're 20?
20.
Wow.
You know?
What's so great is that this is before smartphones too, so there was no way you could
No
like,
phones.
you couldn't Google to see who she was.
So she comes back from the bathroom. She's like, you're still here. I thought you were for sure you'd leave. And I'm like, why would I leave? Are you crazy? So we start talking, and then after dinner or lunch, whatever, she was going to pick me up and take me to the airport.
Wow.
So I'm like, you're really going to come pick me
Damn.
up? She says, yeah, I'm really going to pick you up. I'm like, okay, you promise. Like, you're going to screw me over. Like, I'm going to miss my flight if you don't pick me up. She's like, no, I'm going to pick you up. Promise. I'll be there. So I give her the address. She doesn't show up. Doesn't pick me up.
I don't blame her. Who wants to drive to LAX? Guys don't even pick me up that I've been dating for years.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So that was the end of it, right? So then this is back when you could even call and like get someone's phone number. Like you could call information. Like, do you remember that? Like, no.
So you called information, gave her porn star name?
No, she gave me her real name.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So I actually call, and her husband answers the phone.
Oh,
So I
shit.
never get to talk to her ever again. Fast forward 4 years later, okay? I'm at Jerry's Deli on Beverly with Larry the Legend
Oh, yeah.
and another buddy of mine. And we're getting up to leave, and we're walking out, and my buddy says, wow, look at those girls. Look at that table at the right. Look at those girls. And I look, and who is it? It's fucking Tori Wells.
Shut up.
So I sit down and I go, do you remember me? And I had just started doing comedy way back then.
Okay.
And she goes, you're a comedian, John Orlando. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You remember me? And she's like, yeah. And then my friends were like, wait, you know this girl? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, and she was there with like a couple other chicks. They just gone to like a hockey games. They're all like, you know,
No, what?
hockey horde out, you know what I
Hockey
mean? Like,
horde
yeah.
out?
Yeah, you know, like just like, you know, groupies like trying to like
They're like the
get with
girls at
players.
the basketball games that sit courtside with like their tits
100%.
out. Okay,
Right,
got
exactly,
it. Got
right.
it.
So we exchanged numbers, and I ended up going over to her place like the next night and just pound her out for months after that.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
true story.
How was it?
Insane.
Really?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I always
it was
wonder.
a little nerve-wracking at first, though, because you're like, oh, fuck. 'cause-
I was super intimidated the first time I hooked up with the porn guy. I was
Right?
like, yeah, I'm like, he hooks up with pros all the time. Like
Right.
that's I was like, I'm good, but I don't know if I'm that good. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's more stressful for the guy, trust me. Like, guy with
Oh, for
girl
sure.
porn-
oh, yeah, because she's
You're
used to
like,
fucking porn
right,
guys.
yeah.
Well, they're using like dick steroids. You can't. I mean, it's not fair to compare yourself to that.
Wait, tell me about dick steroids. No. We're just talking here. I'm just asking. Jake, have you heard of dick steroids?
I haven't. No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, so from what I know, from the porn people I know, because I know a lot of them
They
that.
put testosterone in their dick?
Well, I don't know what's in it,
Okay.
but like there's one guy I know who told me straight up that he uses an injection. He said it's like a super, super fine needle, like what they use for like acupuncture. So you barely feel it. and he goes in the bathroom, he injects his dick, and then he's good to go for, however long. I don't know if it's like
Do you remember
Viagra.
what that was called? I'm just kidding. No, we're just talking.
You're like, where do I don't know. I got to find out. I should have one of these guys on here so we can get the inside scoop, because he told me about injections. Then another one of my buddies told me he uses like these Chinese herbs.
Really?
Yeah. But if you want to know about dick pills, you should talk to Brian Redband, because Redband buys all the like gas station ones
Really?
and tests them out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
shout out to Redband.
Shout out to Red Band.
You guys have never used anything, not even like Viagra?
For sport fucking, I've done it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not because you need it,
Yeah,
but just
no.
for fun.
Yeah,
Jake,
it's
have you?
life-changing. Jake?
No, I haven't.
It's
Oh my
on
God,
the banned
Jake.
list, right? You can't even do it.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to take Viagra?
No, yeah, you saw.
They don't want you to have a raging boner during the fight?
No, well, I think it actually does help cardio for you guys or something, right? 'Cause
Something like that, yeah.
At the end of the day, it helps blood flow.
Really?
Right. Circulation, something
Yeah.
like that.
That's crazy. So how often do you have to get tested?
Well, they know they have like your whereabouts, so they could come to your house anytime.
Okay, I was trying to figure out a timeline of like, could you do it like right after the fight? Because
Right.
it's really fun. You should get like to try it once.
Oh, it's yeah.
Although it's kind of addictive, don't you think?
100%.
Yeah, because once you fuck on that, then
Yeah.
you're like, I don't want to fuck somebody without that. There's a girl version too.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a girl. There's like I tried one, and it's kind of awesome.
You tried one?
I tried it one time, just one time.
Come on.
No,
It's us.
really, just one time,
Talk
only
to
once.
us. Come on.
No,
What does it do?
I tried it once. It's just supposed to like increase the sensitivity, and it's supposed to make the orgasms last longer. And I don't know. I mean, it was really fun. I was a little drunk, so I'm not sure how much, but it felt, I don't know, maybe it was a placebo, but it was a really good night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was on something, I was on something.
Really?
Yeah, it was good. It was
Wow.
good. I haven't had sex in a while. I should stop talking about this. Let's change the subject to
All right.
something.
I don't know why, but okay. Go ahead.
Like, let's change the subject to something. First, before we go back into talking about dating, I want to talk about this ball that Jake showed up with a gift for me called a hypersphere. And this is really cool. It says it's a vibrating fitness ball.
It's a fitness ball, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it says vibrating on the box. I didn't make that up.
Is that the only word that you keyed in? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it says it on, but
It
it is.
is.
It looks really cool. It does. I have a foam roller, and it looks kind of similar.
Bet you can't wait to hop on that side, can you? Huh?
Actually, funny story. So when I used to train in Glendale for a long time, and I'd gotten one of the Vipers. It's just a foam roller, like just a regular roller with with the vibrating technology in it.
Yeah.
And I got one for Rhonda when I trained with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave it to her, and she was like, I was like, yeah, try it out, get on it, you'll enjoy it. And she was like, really? Like, she's like, oh, I'll enjoy it, huh? And I was like, no, that's not what I was trying to
Is that what she really thought you
It's
meant?
like roll out, like myofascial release. I'm trying to, but no, it's
No, it actually looks really cool. It looks like it lights up. And what does the vibration actually do? Because I use a foam roller, but what does the vibration do? It just makes it more intense?
yeah. There's actually different, like 3 different settings for like lower, and then it gets more intense. But
You
it's more so,
you brought this for fitness.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
IT band, any sort of.
It's really cool.
It's multi-use.
I can't wait to
Right.
try it. Thanks for bringing
you
this.
got it.
Hypersphere, guys. You got to check it out.
From Hyper Ice.
You know what's funny is there's this pole dancing. So there's this. I took a pole dancing class, just one time for like the workout, right? And also just because I thought it'd be like a cool thing to know how to do, So, I mean, why not?
'Cause you
Like,
never know.
You never like. It's good to
Yeah.
have in your bag. I like to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
things in my bag of tricks that a guy goes like, "Oh fuck, you know how to do that?" And I'm terrible, by the way, at it. Horrible. Like.
Okay.
I am like how white guys look when they dance is how I look when I try to do anything dance related, like really bad. But this pole company hit me up on Instagram and they offered me a pole like to put in my apartment.
I bet you're offered that a lot, though, on Instagram.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. But so I wrote them back. I was like, oh my God, I would love to have a pole. That would be a great conversation piece. When people come over, I could make everybody get on the pole,
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Is it a black pole? Do you remember the?
It's a. What are you trying to say?
No, I was just wondering.
No, it's just it's like a metal.
Okay, like a metal pole.
But here's the thing that I think is funny is they were like, just please make sure that when you post about it, we want you to call it a fitness pole, not a stripper pole. Like they're very adamant that it's not a stripper pole, it's for fitness. And I'm like, no problem, it's fantastic. I'm going to use it all for fitness. It's going to be all fitness. But then I'm looking at their page and they've got all these photos of strippers stripping on the pole, but it's like, it's got to be called a fitness pole. So that's how I'm going to think of the pole and the hypersphere
And the new ball.
It's all fitness. It's all about, I'm all about fitness.
Right?
Are you guys are not both single. John, you're single, right?
I'm single.
You
John is single.
look very intensely
Yeah, I just
when
wanted
you
you to know
say, I'm single.
Yeah, I'm single.
How long have you been single?
Not that long, 7 or 8 years.
Were you married?
No.
You've never been married?
No one will have me. Yeah.
You've never been married?
Nope.
Can I ask your age? Or you want to tell?
46. That's
Shut
so
up.
bad, right?
No, it's not. But I'm just like, I feel that a guy that's 46 that looks like you that's never been married is probably like
Red
single
flag
for
city.
life.
Oh,
Single
yeah.
for life.
Red flags.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
6 or 7 days. No, I'm kidding. I've done 3 years, 3 times. That's
Oh, wow.
real.
That's
okay?
legit.
3 years, 3 times.
That is.
Yeah.
Every girlfriend I've ever had cheated on me. Except
Are you
one.
serious?
I think so, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
What
I
am I
mean-
not doing? I'm lagging.
Maybe you're
something.
are you fishing in the same pond? Like, what's going on there?
It means you pick cheaters. You're attracted to
I-
to bad
to bad
women.
girls?
Yeah, well, who isn't?
Nasty.
I find out my thing is that I'm always the surprise side chick, but I never know. Like I always date
Really?
guys that I find out has a girlfriend or have a girlfriend at some point. Like, or even guys I start talking to. Like it's gotten to the point now where I have to ask on the first date. Like I'll meet a guy on an app or whatever, and then we'll go out, and then I'll still have to be like, just to make sure you don't have a girlfriend, right?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because I'm so paranoid
But
now.
wouldn't you rather be the side? Like, I think I'd rather be the
No.
side guy. I'd rather be that. now.
Really?
I think so.
Of course, because you're a dude.
Right.
Yeah, your side guy just gets all the good stuff.
Right.
All
have
you
to
get
deal
is
with
the sex and no.
bullshit.
That's it.
You guys are tough.
No, we're not.
You are.
Not all of us.
Maybe you're not, but
I probably am. I'm
most
crazy.
are tough.
I'm a little
crazy.
I am. But here's the thing. No, being a side chick kind of. My problem with it is I feel bad doing that to another girl. You know what I mean? Because
Right. No, I get that.
I don't want to be that bitch that then she because I'm like a girl's girl, and then if she finds out, then I feel bad. But I've done it by accident. There was a guy I was fucking that was like the sex was so good, and I found out he had a girlfriend, and I didn't even like him that much. So then that was the only time ever I was like, oh, I just want to keep hooking up with this guy,
Right.
but I couldn't even do it because I feel bad. I wish I had no morals.
Right?
You can just fuck a girl with a boyfriend, you don't care?
Yeah, I don't care.
What about you? You have a girlfriend.
I do.
So it's different. But what about when you were single?
Would I hook up with a girl that had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Um,
Do you like being a side piece?
I could have been. I don't know. Maybe, but
You never knew?
Yeah, have you ever been a side piece, Jake?
not that I know of.
No?
Really?
Yeah. not
Have
that I know
you,
of.
wait, are you like a relationship guy? Do you always have girlfriends? Or are you more of like a notorious bachelor
Yeah, he
like
can
your
answer
buddy
that.
John
He
over
can
here?
answer that honestly right now. Sure.
No, I mean,
Why not?
I guess it depends the time of my life, but
Yeah.
like I've been more of a relationship kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because you're from Nebraska.
I know.
John, where
I
the fuck
know.
are you from that you're so fucked
L.A.
up?
L.A. It's not my fault, right?
I knew it. It's us
Yeah.
Midwesterners. We're,
No, see, I used to be good. Back in the when I met Tori Wells, I was a good boy.
oh,
even
yeah.
though she was a porn
She
star. That
corrupted
doesn't
you.
count. No. Once I got burned a couple times, then all bets were off.
Really?
And then,
It-
like
me.
relationships
I
were out
think
the
it
window.
scarred me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually really surprised that after the first girl cheated on you, you ever had another. Because I feel like when you find out someone's cheating on you, that's like, it's so hard to ever trust
Yeah.
somebody.
And it was like the first girl I ever slept with
no.
for 3 years. Oh
How'd
my
you
God.
find
Little
out? Did
John
you
was
walk in on it?
brokenhearted. No. I So it's kind of crazy. So she lived in Vegas when I met her. So I was going to UNLV, and then she moved out to LA to model, and I transferred to Cal State Northridge, and I went to go live with my dad.
Was she the one?
I thought she was the one at the time. Yeah.
She
I
was
didn't know
the
any
first
better.
girl you ever slept with.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I went to live with my dad, and she lived with my mom so that she couldn't, because she had just moved here, and this way she wouldn't have to pay rent kind of thing, whatever. And it was convenient because, like, my girlfriend lived with my mom. Like, it was awesome, you know? So
Sounds awesome.
I had an answering machine in my room. This is back when you had an answering machine. And I came to my mom's one day. She was out wherever she was, not my mom, but my girlfriend. And so I played the messages, and I heard a message from the guy.
Uh-oh.
Because like she was using my answering machine. You know what I mean? But it was kind of like,
He called. Yeah.
right.
Oh.
What did he say?
He was like, hey, it's so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. And it was actually another celebrity kid.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't that some shit?
She had a thing for celebrity
Traded
kids.
up for a bigger name.
Wait,
bigger,
hold on.
Bigger celeb kid's son.
Hold
Fuck
on.
that.
Hold on. Like,
Now I'm pissed, Kate.
so in the 90s, this is in the 90s we're still talking about, right?
This was in 91.
How famous was your dad? Like, could you use his name to get laid? Like, are we?
In 91, no. I missed. So I was too young for that kind of boat.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'm
'cause
sorry.
he was big in the 70s. Like, if I was a 20-year-old in the 70s, whew,
You'd have cleaned up.
I mean, I'd have put up some Charlie Sheen style numbers.
Oh
like,
my
forget
God.
it.
All right.
But why do girls care that you have, like, what does a famous parent matter? It's not like you're the famous one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ask Scott Eastwood,
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
Clint Eastwood's son.
Oh. Does he get a lot of chicks
Who's he
because of
dating?
his dad?
I don't know who he's dating. I'm just saying I know.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
Definitely killing it.
Really? Just because his dad's Clint Eastwood?
Oh, yeah.
He's acting too, though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But you're kind of in that field already, you know what I mean?
right.
It's-
If your dad's Clint Eastwood,
You think
that's
maybe
pretty
people
fucking
in LA think like if I bang you, I can kind of get to his dad somehow?
I think in LA, that's probably more the case. Like, what can I get out of this, or what
think
can
so,
you get
too.
me? You know
so
what I mean?
sad.
Yeah.
So weird. Well, I'm trying to like date on apps more. I've never done it. This is like my new thing is actually going on dates from apps. So I got on Bumble, which, by the way, I've talked so much shit about Bumble on here because I think Bumble is bullshit. 'Cause I don't think girls should have to message first.
It makes no sense.
I hate it because it fucks up the whole. You message first, right? And then after that, somehow you're supposed to get into the position of letting him be the one to chase you, but you already had to start the shit.
Right. And what difference does it make, though? Like, what's the point of so you message first? Like, what? Why is that such a selling point?
I don't know.
girls.
I don't understand it because if the guy messages me on an app that I don't want to talk to, I just don't answer.
Right.
I don't understand. I don't know.
And you matched to begin with, so
Right.
it's on.
Yeah.
What's the fucking problem?
My
Let's
girlfriend,
go.
well, because now what we can do on Bumble is what you guys do on Tinder, which is swipe on everyone, swipe on everyone. That's what I do. I just swipe on everyone.
I used to do that.
Yeah. So I guess there's that, but then we can choose who to message, but you only have 24 hours to message them. Okay, here's the one good thing. You only have 24 hours to message the guy, and then he disappears.
But you have to message him first.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you don't message him, the guys get one extension a day. So they
Right.
can like choose you. So I always wait for the guys that pick me. I don't ever message anybody till they extend on me. That's my thing. I'm like, you got to at least pick me out of all the bitches that swiped right on you, and then I'll message you.
Spend that one little special perk on me.
That's what I'm doing. So I matched with this super hot guy, right? And like it was great because he's not in the business. He's the right age. He looked good.
What's the right age?
He's 40.
Okay.
I like guys that are like old enough that I feel like they're gonna have their shit together.
40 and up,
You know,
let's
I mean
say,
you don't,
46.
but like in that, you know what I mean. But so we match, and I even sent his photo to my girlfriend. Like, look how hot this guy is. I'm like, I can't believe he's on here. And then I wrote hi. Right, that's
Good
all I
opening
write.
li- that's
yeah,
my
I
favorite
don't,
opening line.
Yeah, I don't fuck with. I try to be creative. I don't care. So I just wrote hi, and then you know what he wrote back? I know who you are. How do I know this isn't a joke? That was his reply. And then
He's being catfished.
yeah, he thought I was trying to mess with him. So then I started to write like a witty reply, and then he blocked me.
Wow.
I know. So I never got to talk to him.
Well, if
I
you're
was
listening, dude, listen. Hit her up on Twitter.
it
Slide into
wasn't a
those
joke.
DMs and
No,
you're
it's-
in. She
no,
hasn't had
forget
sex
it.
in months.
Forget it, because here's the thing: if some guy can't handle all the jokes and shit that I post, he's got.
can't
I
do
mean,
it,
it's not
right.
gonna work out anyway. You know what I mean?
I feel like, and do guys like? Is it hard for guys like being a comedian and somebody like in the spotlight like you are? I imagine that's kind of hard.
it's almost impossible to date. I can't find any guy to date. Like,
Because they're insecure?
I
Or
mean,
their insecurity will come out.
yeah, I mean, I always think they're fine with it, but it also is hard for me too because I'm nice. So like, it's hard to filter as a comic. You don't want to filter your jokes, right, or your posts or any of that stuff. But then when I'm dating someone, I'll notice that I'll start to be like, oh, I if I post this, it's going to make him jealous. It's going to hurt his feelings. And then when I start thinking about that, I start to get less creative. So I have to date guys that either aren't on social media or really get that it's all just jokes and like they can't get jealous, but that's hard to find.
I understand jokes, and I deleted Tinder and Bumble. I'm just telling you a little bit more about me, Kate. Just a little bit more about me. I'm no longer on Tinder, no longer on Bumble. That's a fact.
That's a big thing, John.
That's documented on our podcast.
That's a big step.
Why
from
did you
3 weeks
delete all
ago.
the dating
I didn't
apps?
believe him.
Because I realized it never ends. It took me 5 years to figure this out on Tinder, but it doesn't end because, and not that I want a girlfriend, but there's no shot at ever having a relationship if you're on Tinder or Bumble because it doesn't end. So, okay, so you match with someone, he's great, you go on a couple dates, right? You're liking the guy, and then you get back on Tinder, you're on Bumble, just boredom, whatever, and then you're still swiping, and then you're talking, and everything's new, and then it never, how does it end?
I think it's different for guys. Because to be honest with you, and this is probably stupid. I mean, all my girlfriends say I'm stupid for this, which they're right. But if I meet somebody, I'm really interested in them.
You shut it down.
I don't shut it down on purpose. I'm just so busy. I can't deal with a bunch of guys. So if I like one or two, I just talk to that one or two until that kind of fizzles out. I don't keep the rotation.
Yeah, you're right. It's different for guys.
I know, and I'm trying to learn to keep a rotation, but it's so much fucking work.
Don't. If you do, you can't have a. It will never lead to a serious.
Yeah, but the
anything.
problem is guys keep the rotation. So what happens is I don't keep the rotation. I let guys fall off, but the guy keeps the rotation. So then he becomes the one in the position of power, and then I'm over here like
And you're
more
just
into
fucked,
him.
or
yeah.
not.
Yeah. So I'm trying to, you got to keep a rotation. So maybe, I don't know if, but you can keep a rotation of real people that aren't from apps.
Fuck, I think I gotta download Bumble and Tinder again. Give me a
No,
minute.
wait, I take it back.
You guys
Don't-
talk. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back.
I don't
I'm gonna go on
know.
the fucking phone
Jake,
here.
how did you do it? How did you find a girl? How did you guys meet?
Well, we met through a mutual friend.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, she's from Arizona, so also not from here.
That's
which is-
good.
Which was kind of a prerequisite for me.
Yeah.
Can't be from here.
And she's
No.
not in show business, which I
No.
think is kind of awesome.
It is. It kind of is. Like, just because you know how it is. It's tough.
Yeah. I think it's cool that I think it's good for just one person to at least be in the spotlight. Like I can date someone in show business, but I'd rather them be behind the camera. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
too much when there's two people in front of the camera. Not that you're like an actor, but it's kind of the same thing.
It's the same.
You're
thing.
still a public
Is it-
brand.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe if you're both in the spotlight, does it get like you start competing, or is it just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
So that's cool. And you have a kid, right?
I do.
Wait, you have a son,
I have a
right?
son, yes.
How old is he?
He's like 1.5.
Do you already think about what you're gonna talk to him about, like dating wise, or what you're gonna tell him about, like the birds and the bees
No,
talk?
to be honest, no. But
Uncle
I did.
John will take care of it. Don't worry. I got
That's
you, Jake.
frightening. Jesus, please keep John away.
I know, it's. I never even thought about that until you brought it up. Though I'm like, wow, that's
Really?
yeah. Well, it's in due time, but
And when you have a son, I think you don't really need to worry about. It's when you have a girl.
Are you crazy? What if he knocks somebody up?
Dead silence. I don't know. Fuck.
I just like.
Lighten up, Kate. Jeez.
I think I'm sorry. I know. It just
Freaking
got
me
so
out.
serious. No, but I mean, like, it is interesting because girls are more promiscuous than ever. And your kid, I mean, I've seen what your girl looks like, and you're hot, she's hot. You're probably gonna have a hot kid. He's gonna be pulling a lot of tail, you know. So you have to
Right, he
warn
he
him.
will. I know.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely have to have some serious conversations.
Why don't you tell her? You got another one coming.
I
Tell her.
do.
You do?
Yep.
I do.
I love that you just made him announce that.
Like
on
that?
here.
Oh, shit. Was that not for public
Thank you,
consumption?
no.
I'm sorry. Fuck. Let's
yeah.
break some news on this show, damn it. Come on,
You're
Jake.
gonna get in
Open
so
up.
much trouble. Please tell
The
me it's
cat's out of the
public.
bag.
Please tell
Oh,
me
it
it's
is
public.
now.
It is now. Is
Oh
this
my
live?
God! Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
And
know.
here's even better news. Jake's the dad. So that's cool, too. You know? Round of
Yay!
applause for Jake.
Well done.
Yeah.
A very viable sperm. Good for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's got some swimmers, you know?
How often do you get punched in the balls when you're fighting, or
Ooh.
kicked or kneed?
Oh, she just...
Oh yeah.
Well, I thought about viable sperm, and that's just where my brain went.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Not real often.
Really?
Not real often. I mean, you wear a cup, but not real. I mean, Just depends.
That's all I think about when I watch. Like I was at the UFC fight. I went to my first UFC fight
How
last
was
weekend.
it? What did you think?
Okay, super duper fun. I had so much fun. I got really into it, except I went to see my friend fight. That was hard to watch. It's weird when you know the
Right.
person.
Oh,
Like,
it's brutal.
I don't think I would want to. I mean, I would watch you, but the whole time I'd be like cringing. Like it's just scary. And that's what I was going to say. There was one point in one of the fights, somebody had a guy's leg like up in the air. Like he grabbed his leg and was holding onto it. And all I could think was like he had a straight shot to his nuts, like could hit him right in the nuts. But that's not allowed, right?
No.
Not legal.
Okay. Because that's all I could think. I was
But
like,
it happens.
I would freak the fuck out. If
But
I,
here's the thing: people still do it. Like,
Really?
or for example, like, and you might not even know this, but there's fighters that will actually turn into a kick to take a shot in the nuts to get a break, because you actually get 5 minutes if you get kicked in the cup. So there's, if we're fighting and I know you're going to inside leg kick me and I kind of turn so you kick me in the cup, you get a break. Guys will do that when they're tired.
That's brilliant.
doesn't that kill?
It's definitely uncomfortable.
But how much does the cup really absorb?
Well, it kind of like just defers it around, so it's not directly.
It kind of like it moves the shock out. Wow.
I would say like because knees are what will really affect you.
I'm gonna start watching for that now when I watch the fights. Like, was
cringing,
do you really get hit in the nuts, or is that do you ever fake getting hit? Like if somebody kicks you real close to the cup, you kind of.
People do it all the time.
Really?
All the time.
When they kick you, don't you want to kick them back? Like, I'm surprised more of you guys don't just retaliate. Like, fuck you.
Like kick for kick kind of
Yeah.
thing? Yeah. I mean, it happens a lot. Or they're just, you get pissed off and fire back, yeah.
I feel like that's probably when the most like mistakes would happen too, though, when you just get like enraged and then
Right.
you stop thinking and you just
Good.
I want to fight. I think it'd
Do
be
you?
fun. When I was a kid, I took karate. I mean, I don't want to fight. Listen, I don't want no one attack me. Like, I don't want to get punched in the face. If I was a UFC girl, I'd be like, can we not punch in the face? Just body only. But I took karate when I was a kid, and I used to fight in karate tournaments all the time. I beat up my brother. But here's the thing: all I would do as soon as the guy, what do you call him, the referee? I don't remember, the guy in the middle. As soon as he said go, I would just start kicking and punching and not stop. I would not stop. I would just keep kicking and punching.
I love it.
Until the guy would run out of
That's
the
a
ring.
good strategy.
That's all I would do. I mean, I don't know if I had any form really, but I still like to go to the gym and just punch the bag. You know what I mean? It's just fun.
Get some aggression out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Release some of that tension that's built up.
I know it's so. Well, I have sex plans for this weekend.
Do you?
Isn't that weird to have sex plans?
No, tell us about it.
I hit up my ex because I just haven't had sex in so long.
recycle?
I had to. I
You've
was
gone
like,
this long, you're going for a recycle?
I have to. I don't know
fucking
what to
kidding me?
do. I need to just fuck somebody before I make a mistake.
Unreal. I'm in town this weekend. No, just
Make a mistake.
I was gonna go to Vegas, but I'm in town.
I know it'll be good with him. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's like I'd rather know that I'm gonna get something good than
I
take.
fucked a porn star when I was 20. It's gonna be good. I'm just saying. 24
Tell me
actually.
about you. What do you like in bed? Are you into like rough sex?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question about this. I have a
Okay.
question because I'm really into rough sex too. Okay.
Killing me,
so
Killing me.
people know.
You're lucky the 5 is between us right now.
But so here's my question, because there's one guy I would hook up with who's really into leaving marks. Are you into leaving marks?
Like on the neck, like
Wow,
from biting?
marks.
No, we're just talking.
No, but do you leave marks? Do you know what I mean? Like some guys are really into that.
Like a hickey? Like
A bruise.
Like some
or a
bruises and
bruise
stuff.
from like beating you?
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You don't
I
leave marks?
I don't want to leave marks. I mean, sometimes they happen. It's just kind of collateral damage, right?
What about you? You're a fighter. You probably leave marks.
Sometimes.
Okay.
He's got to be careful though, because he's a fighter. I think he's got to like be overly cautious,
Right?
like he's not brought up on charges.
Yeah,
and shit,
it's
right?
like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. Like
Right.
he would accidentally hurt you.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so here's my question. So if you're single, and you are single,
Right.
and you hook up with a girl and she still has marks from somebody else,
Love it.
you don't care?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think most guys would care.
Yeah, we don't care.
Oh God.
Or the girl would be like, I fell down the stairs. They're not gonna say.
That's what I do. I lie.
I fell.
Right.
Do you?
Like how many girls would be honest and be like, that was from this last guy. He was crazy.
Well, sometimes you can tell. Like, what if it's a
Ignore my
handprint?
knees. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering because my ex, he's really into leaving marks.
Really?
Yeah, but then that's part of the reason I stopped hooking up with him because I always was like, I can't date anybody else if you leave marks. Then what if I meet a great guy and I have
where
marks?
are the marks just out of...
Just wherever.
Well, just give us an example instead of just
I'm
being
embarrassed.
So vague. Oh.
Like, anywhere. Like your ass, your leg.
Okay.
Mostly leg and ass.
All right.
So not anywhere anyone would see unless,
Got it.
you know what I mean?
All right.
I always say too much on this.
He doesn't like smack you in the face when he's drilling you.
Not hard.
Oh.
You don't do that at all? I feel like
I have
girls
no
are
comment.
into that.
Yeah, I'm.
All right.
Why do you think I brought it up?
I got a
Kate?
crazy story.
Tell it.
It's not. So it's a guy that I've been friends with. He lived in Vegas during this time, and he had a party at his house. And he's a fighter, and he had a big party, connected with this girl. They ended up hooking up, and she had a boyfriend, but he didn't know that. And so, of course, I assume she was drunk and like did the whole like regret. I shouldn't have done that. And so her boyfriend, I don't know, somehow she told him or something. He found out, but she had told him that she was raped. Because she didn't want to admit that she cheated on him.
Holy
She's like,
shit.
no, I didn't consensually have sex with him, but he raped me. And so then he actually got arrested and got locked up for it.
No way.
Right? Yes.
Oh my God. I hate this girl.
I know.
He went to jail?
He did.
Is he still locked up?
No, not anymore. But
Is he a current fighter right now today?
no, not anymore.
Okay.
That's
But
insane.
Yeah, like she totally got caught red-handed.
So you're
and-
saying be very careful leaving marks.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like, I mean, I guess that could happen to anybody. You know what I mean? Consensual, unconsensual is like
That's
drinking's involved. I don't. She's embarrassed. She doesn't want to get caught cheating, and
That's so scary for guys, though, that like it's that easy if a girl says it.
I'm gonna lighten up on the choking now. Now you got me all freaked out, Jake. Fuck.
You should lighten up on that anyway, because I always worry, like, what if you accidentally kill someone?
Oh, you just push him to the edge.
Shove him off the bed.
it's harder to kill somebody than you'd think.
Yeah.
Is it?
Not that I've
just
killed
gonna-
them. I'm just saying. It's
They
You
just-
would know.
They just pass out. I mean, I heard.
I've never had. Whenever a guy chokes me, I always fake that I can't breathe way before I actually can't breathe,
that's
so
not
he
gonna
lets
help
go.
you with
Because I'm
me.
scared
What?
he's gonna. I'm scared I'm gonna die.
like you're in a blackout.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to black out. I want to remember everything.
What else do you fake when you're in bed, Kate? Anything else you want to
No,
get off
I do
your
not.
chest?
I used to fake orgasms if it was bad, just to get out of there. I don't anymore because I think guys need to learn when they're
Right,
bad
it's like,
in
hey,
bed.
fuck you. You either know how to bring it or you don't, dude.
It's so depressing though. So many guys are terrible in bed. It really is. It really is bad. I feel like that guys should take workshops. You know what I mean? Put some work in because a lot of guys think they're good and they're really, really,
Right.
really awful.
Just like I know a lot of guys think they're funny and they're not.
Yeah, it's like, it's like that. John, you're looking at him
Yeah.
like, who are you talking about?
I wasn't talking about John. I wasn't
No.
talking about you. No,
John,
no,
you're
Wasn't it
super
another
funny.
shot? I thought it was another
no,
shot.
no. That
So we
wasn't-
should
that
take
wasn't-
shots, Jake. It's okay.
How did you guys meet?
Craigslist.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mutual friend introduced when I used to. You were actually on the app, or you almost were on an app that I was a partner in called Hang With. It was like Periscope.
I was on
before
it very
Periscope.
briefly.
Right.
You were a partner in that?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so my friend introduced me to Jake and Jake's manager, and we got Jake on there for a little while, and blah blah blah. And
You guys
I had a
have
lot of stock in Hang With.
You did for real?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
well, he still does. It's just useless.
Oh, well,
It's useless. Anything else you want
I-
to talk about?
I thought it seems like you guys have known each other forever. Like you seem like brothers.
Yeah, it's been like a while now. 5 years, maybe?
6 months. No,
Nice.
I'm joking.
So do you guys have like any awful date stories? Worst date ever? Worst sex? Terrible?
Oh God, yeah, all of the above. I got it all. What do you want
I
to know?
got it all.
Tell me one.
Worst date ever?
Yeah,
It's kind of long.
that's fine.
All right. So this was maybe in 2002 or 2003. It was when the Palms was the spot
In Vegas?
In Vegas,
Okay.
yeah. So whenever that was, 02, 03, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm at a holiday party here in LA, and I see this girl that I know that owns like a promo modeling agency.
Yeah.
And so she introduces me to this hot girl standing next to her. Well, okay, let me not lie. I walked up to her to say hi. I didn't really care about seeing her. I was like, I need to meet the girl that she's talking to, right? So she introduced me to this girl. We hit it off, totally click. She was funny, hot blonde, good body, whole 9 yards, right? Get her number. And this is 2 weeks before Christmas, okay? So we talk every day, texting, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And she lives in Portland. Or she's from Portland, but she lives in Vegas.
Okay.
Now. Okay, but she went back to Portland for the holidays, right? So I said, well, what are you doing New Year's? She says, oh, well, I'll be back in Vegas. I'm like, oh, I'm going to Vegas New Year's with like a bunch of people. She says, well, why don't you come a day or two early and we can go to dinner and like hang out? When a girl says hang out, it means fuck. That's code word for fuck.
No, it doesn't.
100%. If you ask a girl, hey, what'd you do last night? And a girl says, oh, I was just with my friend hanging out, it means I was drilling some guy.
Absolutely not. No, it does not. It
Bullshit.
does not. I ask guys if they want to hang out all the time. I just mean hang out. Yeah.
Okay, Kate. If you insist.
I guess it just depends.
Okay, well.
If you've already fucked them, then it's code for fuck. But if you haven't fucked yet and you're just like, we should hang out and get a drink sometime, that's just hang out.
Friends.
Or it's an invitation to fuck.
I don't think so.
Yes,
but go on.
it.
Okay, so you're expecting her to fuck you is what you're saying.
100%.
Because she used the words hang out.
Of course.
Oh.
And come a day early. Read between the lines, people.
Did she say you can stay at my place?
Yep.
All right, then
It's
maybe
on.
that's
'Kay.
probably she's gonna fuck
Also,
you.
we had photos flying back and forth.
Oh, you
Yeah,
sexted?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Yeah, all right,
Well,
well, I
then,
mean,
obviously.
I start sexting around the third text.
I don't sext anymore before a guy sees me naked because I found that if you sext too soon, sometimes they lose interest. It's true because they're like, seen it on the yeah.
Really?
Yeah, especially yeah. It's true. It's happened to me. But go on.
All right. So I go in early. We go to dinner. It's great. Go back to her place. It's great. Now the next night is New Year's Eve, right? So I'm going to Tryst at the Wynn, like Tryst. I'm staying at the Palms, but I'm going to Tryst for like New Year's Eve. It was like when Tryst kind of first opened or whatever, And oddly enough, I'm going to be at Tito Ortiz's table because I had a buddy that was friends with Tito.
Okay.
Okay. So her deal was she was going to be working a party as like a
Promo girl
or whatever for the Maloofs who owned the Palms at the time. And she was going to meet up with me afterwards. So earlier that day, I call her just to make sure we're still on for tonight. It's like 2 o'clock. I said, what are you doing? She says, oh, I'm on my way to the Palms right now. And I'm like, oh, I'm at the Palms. She's like, yeah, I have to come because they shut the strip down at 6. So I got to come and like I'll just get ready in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, well, you could put your stuff in my room if you want. She's like, well, I've got a couple friends. I said, well, I actually have the room right next to me because I had a buddy that was coming that canceled, but his room was already paid for. So the room's just literally going to sit empty. If you want, put your friends in that room, put your stuff in my room. I'll give you keys to both rooms and we're good to go. She's like, okay, great. So she comes, we kind of pass in the hallway, I do the key handoff. I'm going to dinner early anyway. So now she's got a key to my room. Her friends weren't even there, but she's got a key to my room with her stuff. And the crazy thing is, I don't do that kind of shit.
Hang on. You've never met her in person? Or
No,
I'm sorry, you did
is,
meet.
Yeah, we just did.
You did meet.
Right.
Okay.
So but still, even then.
Go wrong?
Yeah.
I don't do that kind of shit. Like, I'm total OCD, like.
You don't just give someone a key to your room.
Fuck no.
You barely know this chick, right?
Right, but just banged her the night before.
Got it.
So I'm like, that's all right now, right? We're almost dating at that point, right?
Not really.
No,
but
I know,
okay.
but yeah. Anyway.
Prostitutes steal things.
Yeah. Where were you in 2002, Kate, when I needed you?
Yeah.
So I go to dinner, go to Tryst. Now it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I get a text from her. What are you doing? I'm done working. I said, we're at Tryst. Come on over. Then my phone rings. She's calling. I'm at Tryst, New Year's Eve, 1 a.m., out of my mind.
Yeah.
Drinking, little whatever else goes on in Vegas. Just out of my mind. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Can't take a phone call in a fucking nightclub.
No.
Good luck. So I sent her a voicemail, and I said, hey, I'm in the club. It's too loud. Text.
Yeah.
She calls again. Voicemail again.
What the fuck?
She keeps calling. Finally, I answer, and it's just like noise on the phone. Like, I can't even understand anything she's saying. So I'm like, I can't understand you. I'm hanging up. Just text. So she says, I'm done working. The cab line's too long. I'll never get there. So I said, this is all text. I said, put $20 in your hand, go to the front of the cab,
Yeah.
slip it to the fucking guy. I'll give it back. Text me when you get here. And I'll give it back to you, when you get here. Mm-hmm. She doesn't want to do that. She writes, send me a limo.
Oh, shit. Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm like, send you a limo. First of all, it's New Year's Eve, 1 a.m. Like,
where am I going to get a limo?
It can't be done. Like, it doesn't exist. Like you can stumble into a limo outside the hotel, but there's no calling the limo service at 1 o'clock in the morning.
From the club, right?
That's not happening. Mm-hmm. Like, no. So she says, she writes, you're a dick. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, just get here. Like, you'll be fine. Get here. Ask my buddy Jesse, at the door, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You'll be all set. Bring whoever you want. I got you.
Yeah.
I don't care who you come with. Just get here. She keeps calling, going crazy. So finally, I turn my phone off because I'm like, she's ruining my whole fucking buzz,
Oh my God. But she has a key to your room.
She has a key to my room.
And you turn your phone off.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, look, I wrote, like, just all you gotta do is get here, ask for Jesse, tell me you're with me, you're good to go.
So what happened?
4 a.m. hits, club's closing, go outside, turn on my phone, and it's like 42 voicemails, voicemails full, text after text, just like anger, anger, anger. So I call her. I'm like,
oh God,
what is up? She's like, you're ruining my New Year's, blah, blah, blah. She's like, what are you doing now? I said, we're all going to the Crazy Horse. It's a strip club. It's like a group of girls and guys. Like it's almost like after hours. Like it's not like a bunch of guys going to a strip club to get dance. I mean, sure, that's going to happen. But it's like a group of guys and girls. Like, chill out, lady, So I'm like, come meet me at the Crazy Horse. Bring whoever you want. It'll be fun. She says, I don't want to do that. I'll just see, when are you going to be back to the room? I'm like, it's New Year's Eve. I don't know. Like, I'm flying right now. I'm like, I couldn't tell you. I don't know when I'm coming back. Like, I'm not punching a clock. Like, I'm here with 10 people. Like, what do you want me to do? So she says, I'm just going to go back to the room. I'm like, okay. We get to the Crazy Horse. I'm there 10 minutes, and I start to feel guilty. So I tell everybody, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go to the Palms. Like, this chick's, like, freaking out on me, whatever. So I get in a taxi. I'm headed to the Palms. She sends me a text that says, thanks a lot, asshole. You ruined my night. I just left. I'm like, I write back, you just left. Like, I'm in a cab.
Yeah.
Like, I see the Palms. Like, I'm almost there. Like, come back. Like, don't go. You know, because I'm like, I'm trying to get it in.
Of course.
Again, right?
Yeah.
New Year's Eve,
of
Kate.
Course.
Good
of
God.
course. I get it.
You've been there, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I get it. You can't incriminate yourself anymore. I got it, Jake. It's all right.
All right.
So, I get to the fucking Palms. I go up to the room. I walk into my room, and somewhere along the line in the previous 2 weeks, I must have told her, like, I'm OCD. Like, when I get to a hotel room, I have to unpack immediately. Like,
really?
Everything's straight. I'm very neat.
Oh, my
Kate.
God.
Keep that in mind. I'm very neat, very well kept, very well groomed.
Got it.
Okay. So I walk into my room, and it looks like the FBI just fucking tossed the room looking for evidence.
Shit.
Like the lampshade's crooked,
No.
all the drawers are open, clothes are on the floor, hangers are on the floor, closet doors open. Like it's a suitcase, like just like
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm like, motherfucker. So I'm like, can't deal with this. I gotta pee. So I go in to pee, and while I'm peeing, my toothbrush is in the toilet. Okay, I look on the mirror, and she wrote in the mirror in lipstick. You know, stranger writing on the mirror in a bathroom, are you, Jake?
Before?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we'll tell you that story later. But it says like "Happy New Year, asshole," and she draws like a dick on the
my
fucking
God.
lipstick. So yeah, in lipstick. Yeah. So now I'm like, fuck, I can't deal with this right now. I'm not saying I took pills, but I'm just saying if I did, they're wearing off at this point. Okay, Kate,
shit.
that's all I'm saying. Everything that I've done
Yeah, you're
at
sobering
11
up. You're
is
sobering
no
up.
longer working.
Right.
Okay, so I'm like, I'm just going to climb into bed. I can't fucking do it. I pull the fucking bed down.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
by the way, there's a room service cart in there, 2 bottles of fucking Dom.
Of course.
And like strawberries, chocolate, caviar, just charged to the room. Fucking whore. Anyway.
Ordered everything, huh?
Ordered everything. Yeah.
This is why you don't let strangers have a key to your room.
Yeah, thanks. Lesson learned. I got it now, okay? So I'm like, I'm just going to deal with this in the morning. So I pull the fucking sheets down. Her panties are there, and she poured the whole bottle of champagne.
Oh my! I kind of love this girl now.
Right?
That's some crazy fucking shit.
Brutal.
Wow. Only one bed? She had to
One
sleep
bed.
in a puddle of champagne?
No, so then I'm like, I wonder if they're next door with her friends. So I'm like, I went into that room. No one was there. No one had ever been there. So I went to bed in that room. fall asleep, wake up 10 a.m. to someone banging on my door right next door, which is her, screaming, John Orlando, open this motherfucking door.
Holy
She's
shit.
freaking out. I'm like, I'm scared.
Oh my
I'm actually
God.
scared. I'm like shaking. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? So finally I open the door like with the deadbolt, I'm like, well, I won't say her name, but whatever. I'm like, hey, I'm down here. She comes up. She's like, open this door. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're crazy. You threw my toothbrush in the toilet. For some reason, that was what I keyed in on. Like, toothbrush in the toilet.
That's pretty bad.
That's where
was
I draw
it
the
an electric
line.
toothbrush or just a regular
No,
toothbrush?
it's just a regular
All right,
Oral-B
well,
Soft.
That's better.
Oral-B Soft Blue.
But here's the thing. Now that you saw she's this fucking crazy,
Couldn't
it
wait
would have
to
made
bang
me
her
want to fuck
again.
her again. Yeah.
100% and did.
It was probably better after all that,
Yeah,
too.
about
Because there's
3
like
months
that
later.
hate sex.
Yeah. Once
Oh,
we got, we
3
got over that.
months?
Yeah, we had to get over that craziness.
Are you kidding
And
me?
then I gave her a second chance.
Why did she go
What?
so crazy on
I
you?
don't, she's when she drinks,
Oh.
craziness.
Wow.
Wait, can we get to the more important question, which is,
Tell me.
I thought you were going to say, I eventually banged her on that trip. Like, finally she calmed down and then I fucked.
No.
You actually fucked this girl 3 months later?
Yes.
This is proof that guys will always fuck you no matter how insane you are. I can't
Yeah.
believe you gave her another chance.
I did.
She put your toothbrush in the toilet. What did she say to you 3 months later that made you like,
She stalked me literally monthly.
oh, well, that
on
makes
the
sense
phone.
then.
This is back in the so I ended up being nice to her. This was when MySpace was a thing. That's how long ago. Okay, and I was so afraid. I was like, I have to be nice to this girl because she'll start emailing chicks on MySpace and she knows everybody.
She was stalking you.
Yeah.
And you were like, you know what's a good idea? To let my stalker date me.
A man gets weak sometimes, Kate.
Oh,
You
my-
understand?
no.
You can't stop looking at the green ball that vibrates because it's been so long for you, Kate.
I mean, I will admit that I will go back to exes that I know are terrible for sex because I feel like it's that whole thing of like the enemy you know is better than the enemy
Right.
you don't know. But I would never fuck a stalker or crazy fan.
Yeah, you don't have a dick, Kate. Explain
Oh
this
my
to her, Jake. I mean,
God.
the ass was just
That's
so
it?
good.
Jake, have you ever gone out with a stalker?
No. Stalker, no. I've had some crazy messages or DMs.
What's the craziest DM you've ever gotten?
Just pictures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They just send photos, no words.
No words.
Do you think they're real girls, or do you think they're like prostitutes or webcam girls? Or
No, no. This one was real. From San Diego.
That's so
It was like-
crazy.
yeah.
Was she hot?
At first, it was just a bunch of pictures, and I'm kind of like, wow, that takes a lot of courage to do. And then she'd be like, come to San Diego, like blah blah blah. And I'm, oh my god, no.
I mean, the thing is, you can't blame the girls because it's like I was saying this to you before. I feel like MMA, it's like the closest thing to like Gladiator. I
Right.
mean, basically, it's like the guys in there are like, you are the ultimate guy in the ring. It's like a primal instinct for women to
Game of
want to
Thrones,
bang
right?
those guys.
Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
totally.
Real life Game of Thrones.
Same
Jake
thing with
Ellenberger,
football.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you are. You really are. Jake, do you have any like awful date stories that you can remember from before you were with child, shacked up,
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll come back.
that you can tell? I'm trying to think of. I have a great awful New Year's Eve date story. This is,
Really?
yeah, the worst fucking New Year's Eve ever since
Was
you
it a
told
first
yours.
date?
No, it was a boyfriend. It was an actual
Ooh.
boy. It was how the relationship ended, actually, was a New Year's Eve date. So a guy that I was dating, I think we'd been dating, I want to say about 6 months or so. And then it was New Year's Eve. He wanted me to come to Chicago with him for New Year's Eve. And I was like, why not? His family lived there. I'd never met his family. So I was like, all right, it's kind of a big deal. I guess I'll go. So I get a plane ticket to Chicago. And then like, as it gets closer to New Year's, he starts kind of backpedaling on it. He's like, you might be kind of bored there. I'm going to be hanging out with my family a lot. And he's like, I can tell he's trying to get out of it.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I already bought the ticket. And I mean, I went to school in Chicago. I have friends to hang with there. Like, I want to come. Plus, it's like New Year's Eve. I'm like, I like to have sex on New Year's Eve because they say whatever you're doing at midnight on New Year's Eve is what you'll be doing for the rest of the year.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm like, I want to be fucking on a pile of money. Like that's my midnight plan, right? So
What a plan.
right? You should
incredible
do
plan.
that. Do that. It's important.
I'm
So-
not even a planner, but I like that plan.
Thank you. So, all right, I still go, even though I'm pretty sure he doesn't want me to. I get there, and I pretty much realize right away, like, why he didn't want me there, because we're staying with, like, one of his buddies from college in this really nice house with a bunch of other guys, and I realized real quick, they're like a frat. Their plan had to be to, like, go out and just, like, try to score tons of pussy, right?
For sure.
But now I'm there. So New Year's
So
Eve.
they think you're like
I'm going to, like, ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like the third wheel almost, right? So.
Maybe. I mean, have you seen Gang Bang 43? No. We're just talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, that guy wasn't into that. Neither am I, by the way. So New Year's Eve comes. We have a party at the house. We all get super fucked up, right? Midnight hits, and then we drink there till like 1 a.m. Now, all the guys want to go to this like warehouse rave type party down on the south side of Chicago. I'm not a raver. And at the time, I'd never even done any drugs. I only drank. So like I really wasn't.
At the time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd never done like Molly, Coke, nothing, right? So they're like, let's go to this party. So I'm trying to talk the guy. I'm like, let's just stay here. They're all leaving. We can fuck. Let's just stay here. And he's like, look, I'm here. I want to see my friends. We're going to this party. Like, that's why I came.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, we'll go. So we go out. It's like negative 30. It's freezing in Chicago. I'm in like
Brutal.
this little dress. Right. And we go to this party. We walk into it. I'm not exaggerating. We're going up the stairs. I have to step over. There's a girl on the stairs who's like foaming at the mouth. This party, by the way, was in like the grossest alley, like warehouse. It seems so sketchy. I climb over a girl who's ODing on the way up the stairs. And I'm like, to all the guys, I'm like, that girl, is she okay? And they're like, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. She probably did too much blow. Like, no one cares. Everyone's.
Yeah.
Wow.
We get inside the party, and it's like my worst nightmare. It's like really loud club music. There's like glow sticks and like black lights, and it's just, there's haze. You can't see like 10 feet in front of you. And immediately I lose everyone, right? So I don't know what's happening. So then I can't even find my boyfriend. And then this really gross guy right away starts hitting on me, like really aggressively. And then I was like, I'm here with someone. He's like, oh, yeah, well, where is he? You know, all gross. And then I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, well, if he's not with you, he's a piece of shit. And then I started crying. Because I was so drunk, and I was like, I don't know why he left me. I don't know why I came here. And then I found my boyfriend. I wandered the party till I found him. And then I was like, listen, I don't want to be here. This party is bullshit. Everybody's fucked up. I just want to have sex. Let's just go get a fucking hotel room and fuck. And then he goes, we don't even have good sex. I just want to party. That's what he
Wow.
said. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I
This
was.
is in front of everybody.
Well, no one could hear it
okay.
because it was really
I was
loud.
picturing like in the movies when the music stops and he says that, like,
No, God, I would kill myself. He said, we don't even have good sex, which, by the way, wasn't true. We had, like, such good sex. And I was like, you're a fucking piece of shit. And he was like, fuck you, I'm sick. We get in this huge fight in this party. I threw my drink in his face, which I've never done. That felt really good.
That's
Yeah.
kind of fun, right?
Yeah, but then I left the party because I'm all in a huff, right? I'm like, fuck him. I'm out of here. I'm not putting up with this shit. You make these moves sometimes, and then the minute you walk outside, you realize this
Now
was a
what?
bad idea. It's New Year's Eve. It's like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the south side of Chicago in a hot dress, in a
30
dark
degrees.
alley. Yeah. Waze wasn't invented yet. I had to call a taxi, and I didn't even know where I was. So
You
like,
don't want to bang one of his friends?
no.
Just for like, fuck you, dude.
No, so I'm out in this alley, and I don't know. I'm just walking the street, and then this car pulls up, and this guy was like, "What are you doing? It's dangerous out here. It's cold out here." And I was like, "Yeah, I just broke up with my boyfriend. I don't know. I live in LA." And the guy was like, "Let me give you a ride somewhere." And I was so drunk. I was like, that'd be great. I just take me to like the cheapest hotel. So I get in this guy's car. Thank God he was like a nice guy. I don't know why he was out alone on New Year's Eve. I never thought about that till just now. But he dropped me off at Travelodge on the south side of Chicago. So which is like, if you don't know Travelodge, that's the one with the little neon bear. There's like a little neon bear. And I walk into this room, and I swear to God, it was like a Travelodge, like the travel bear exploded. It was the room had travel bears all over it. The lampshade was travel bears. The bedspread was travel bears. The wallpaper, there was like 8,000 teddy bears.
Branding.
All over the room. And I spent my New Year's Eve, like that's how I spent my New Year's Eve, alone in the Travelodge I ordered
Drinking boxed wine.
Yeah, I literally got cheap wine from the front desk. And the best part is the front desk guy, I was like, this is the worst fucking New Year's. I just broke up with my boyfriend. I'm paying for this shitty hotel. And the guy said to me, don't worry, the travel bear never tells. I'll never forget. That's what he said. And that was it. And then the next day, I got a flight and I went home. And I got food poisoning on the flight. Then I had food poisoning. That was the ultimate date fail. I forgot all about that story till just now.
I didn't think my story could be topped, and you just stopped it. 100% you topped it.
But you know the best vindication? That guy still hits me up all the time. He's like, I fucked up so bad. And I'm like, yup, fuck you, motherfucker.
He still hits you up for bad sex.
Yeah. No, he hits me up every once in a while. Like, what are you up to? We should hang. And I'm like, nope.
Never again?
No, fuck. I never saw it. No, never again. That was a depressing story. That was kind of a depressing story.
And that was just 2 years ago?
No, that was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
Just
all
wondering.
Right. Well, this was a tragic ending. Jake, did you think of one? It's okay if you don't have one.
No, I don't.
It's okay if your life has been so fucking
in the fifth, are you?
perfect.
No, it's not. Trust me.
He's
but
like,
I do have a girl I was kind of seeing. This was a long time ago, but a girl I was kind of seeing. I found out that she was seeing multiple dudes.
Oh, that's
Wait,
the
I know this
worst.
girl, right?
You do.
Right.
You thought you were the only one?
Well.
Oh, I wish you could tell the whole story.
I know. It's almost like I wish I could tell the story and I could even say the name.
Oh.
But I can't.
I get
but
it.
We'll just say, yeah, me finding out, like, the multiple guy. Like, we're talking the same time, not just, like, a few different guys.
And you knew the guys?
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst. I would never do that. I have a strict I won't fuck anyone you know policy. So if I'm like dating a guy, I mean, I've done it on accident. I won't lie. One time I was dating a guy and I went to a party with him and then some other guy I was hooking up with was there and I was like, oh, fuck. I felt really bad. But if I know, I never. And even like I was dating a guy I was really into, and then I found out one of my girlfriends used to date him. So like right away I was like, yeah, we can't hook
What
up.
if it's been a long time? Like
It
what if it
had-
was 10 years ago or something?
If they just fucked a couple times, it's okay.
Like, if she cared about him, you're like,
Yeah.
I got you.
Like I was dating a guy, and then I didn't know that my girlfriend had dated this guy seriously for like 3 years, like many years ago. But still, when I found that out, I was like, that's too close to home. Like they like live together. I can't do that. Yeah.
But if your girlfriend was married now, then it's okay.
I don't know.
No?
Still weird.
Really?
I don't know. I guess it depends how it ended. Because if it was a bad ending or if she had hurt feelings over, I don't know. But I just try to avoid that. You know, there's enough guys out there that haven't fucked my friends, I think. Anyway, you guys are amazing.
Wait, it's over?
It's over.
No.
Wait, this is over an hour.
I'm not going anywhere.
Over.
I'm staying.
It's a good time.
This is the end.
I'll sit here and talk to myself if I need to.
It's a fun podcast because it's just, you can really say anything. I mean,
this
you
is
can.
great.
It's funny when I have guys on who have girlfriends because they're much more, you can tell when you talk to guys that have girlfriends, they think first before they answer everything.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, he found a unicorn. Like,
Yeah,
she's so cool.
she's so cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. And, well, John, actually, if I could tell the story I want to tell, would it not be there's
Tell
no story
it.
It would be the
that
most
tops
Just
that.
epic
tell it.
fucking thing
Who
ever.
cares?
No, I really.
This podcast would end up getting
Don't
you
use
don't
names.
understand.
Can you do it without names?
I can tell you off the air.
Oh, well, they
It's
don't
no,
care
but
about
it's one of
that.
those like.
You can't even
You'll
do it
understand.
without the names.
Yeah, you'll understand if I told you.
All right, well, we can't.
Next time, you know what? You could tell it without the names. You just need time to figure out how to tell it. We
Tell
don't
it
have
without the
that kind of
names and
time.
change the sport. So he's like, I was playing NBA basketball and I was fucking Paula Abdul, a Laker
love it.
girl. And then I found out Paula was also fucking Kobe. And she was also, is that basically the gist of it? LeBron. She was fucking, and then I found out LeBron
Basically.
was married. And then I was also fucking LeBron's wife. It was a crazy.
You basically
It's-
just told the story.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, if it's crazy circusy like that.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. It's a small community you're in. It's like
know.
comedy. I mean, like, if you fuck a comic, you fucked all the comics because it's high school. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
they all talk.
Yeah, and as much as you try not to, you spend enough time with people in your profession, and eventually it starts to become somebody hooks up, then they hook up, then you find out they were. I hooked up with a guy. No, I just had a conversation walking across the street with a comic. We never kissed. Nothing ever happened. Another girl comic immediately starts texting me. I've been dating him for 3 years, and then,
Whoa.
and I'm like, you've been dating him 3 years. I don't give a fuck. I didn't need to know that. We never even kissed or anything. And then next thing I know, like me and this guy were like it was all over. People are like, I heard you're dating him. And I'm like, no, I never dated him. So I get how that
Very small community.
It is.
Very small.
Yes. That's why now I'm only fucking people not in entertainment. So if you're out there, hit me up. I'm sorry, John, you're in entertainment.
No,
so.
I'm quitting the business. I just quit the business effective. I just wanted to thank you for my send-off of my last interaction in entertainment. It was really great to go out like this.
We have to go. Listen, I want everyone to listen to your podcast, Screen Junkies. And how can they find you guys and find the podcast? Tell them.
We're Action Junkies. It's on iTunes.
It is on iTunes.
Yeah.
Junkies,
Action
Junkeez.
Yes, and they can follow you guys on Twitter at what's your Twitter handle?
Ellenberger MMA.
Yes, and yours
Just John Orlando.
at John Orlando. You're so.
But I don't
lucky.
have an H. I'm just Jon.
Yes, he's just John with a Jon. I
An
will
H's.
make sure to tweet out both your info. Everybody
so
will
nice.
find you. And this was really fun. Oh, and your fight. You guys got to cheer on Jake. Does it even matter when people cheer? You need that, right? It
Sure.
helps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Cheer on Jake for the fight and give him some love. And
April
that's coming
22nd.
April 22nd. Is that a pay-per-view thing?
That was
or?
on Fox.
Fox.
Dope.
Free on
Free.
Fox. Free.
Oh,
TV.
Watch
shit.
Jake commit murder
All
in
right.
a cage.
I'm gonna
for
watch,
free.
but if I see you fake get hit in the balls, now I'm gonna know what's up.
You don't know
if
why.
If you go down from a kick in the nuts and be like, I don't know.
You'll be like, no. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm super happy you guys came. Thanks so much for being
Thank
here.
you. This was
Thanks
fun.
for having us.
Of course. And you guys make sure you follow All Things Comedy. Follow me if you don't at Kate Q Funny. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. That was long. We went